we're doing a Twilight Dream. I had a dream. A dream of the quiet, peaceful child of someplace far away from here. Hey, Auntie. Hush. The blow may as well have come from a different dimension for all the young Bell could have done to avoid it. He was a puny rabbit in the path of an apex predator. It reverberated from the top of his skull to the furthest extremities, pain, agony, faster than even the shortest of chants. The gospel punch had to be seen to be believed. Don't make me hit you. You already did. What did I tell you to call me? Miss Althea? Good. Now what do you want? Promise you won't punch me again? That depends on what you have to say now, doesn't it? You're scary. Would you prefer that I slap you instead? That would hurt just as bad. Well, if you don't want to keep your voice down, I really will. You know I can't stand noise. Keep what you have to say short and to the point. Yes, ma'am, my bad. My bad? Who taught you that? That's what Grandpa told me to say. A useless geezer. He's like a pestilence upon your education. Maybe I'll use my magic to blow him about 3 mountains away from here. No, Grandpa will die. Please don't. I'm not being serious, alright? Just ask me your question. Can you tell me what my real mom was like? She was kind. Kind? Yes, she was always smiling. Her presence alone was enough to melt away anyone's worries. She was frail, but you wouldn't have known it. With only a few words, she could convince you to reconsider even your deepest misconceptions. It was a mysterious thing. She was pure and deeply loved by everyone around her. Pure. She was very protective of her food, though. Huh? She loved sweets, you see, and I once made the mistake of eating one she had been saving for a rainy day. It was like facing the wrath of a fire-breathing dragon. I truly thought I was going to die. Once she even had the goddess Hera groveling on the floor for the same offense. It was quite a sight to see. That arrogant woman was quivering disgracefully in a pool of her own tears. I imagine it was precisely because she couldn't live without the support of the others that your mother understood the true value of life. She was confident, gracious, and courageous in the face of terrible pain. She embraced like more than any of us, and she did so with a smile. And it's also thanks to her that you have been able to live with us, free of sickness and strife. Yes, I really believe it was her. In truth, I had no desire whatsoever to meet you. Huh? I was determined to never reveal my existence to you. But then why? I gave in to temptation. I wanted to see my sister's child just once, and so I traveled with Zara deep into the mountains. I had only intended to steal a glance from afar before resuming our journey. But when I saw that white hair, I couldn't stop myself. Unable to contain the swell of emotions, I appeared before you. And took you in my arms. You look just like her, you know. You have Motilla's hair, her face, even her smile. Really? Those red eyes are the only thing you inherited from your father, and every time I see them, I want to gouge them right out of your skull. I want to stay with you and Uncle Zod forever, Miss Elphia. Wish as you might, it's not possible for mortals such as us. We are not eternal beings, we cannot stay together forever. Whether you want it or not, the day will come when we have to part, never forget that. Miss Elphia, now, don't make such a face, it won't be today or tomorrow. But it would be soon. Her cough was getting worse. He knew how bad it got when she thought nobody was watching. And he knew about the blood too. I don't want her to leave me, but I feel like if I don't say something, she'll just disappear. It's scary. That God that visited yesterday, was it really okay that he left so soon? I heard that a former champion might be staying here. This plan of yours, I can't be part of it. Well, she was a part of it. It's better this way. Yes, it was for the best. I have already made my choice. I cannot call forth evil if it means leaving you behind. Evil? A force of pure destruction that would drive the world into chaos in its search for justice. A force that would kill many. It would kill people. Also that the hero of the age may finally appear. It would steal away all that people hold dear, but in overcoming their sorrow they would grow, and we could entrust the future to them. It would save our world. Well, she fucking went and did it though. We know that much. It was terrifying, sad, painful. No matter what the reason behind it was, the people who had suffered would never forgive the ones responsible. That's why he was glad she never had to bear that weight. She chose to avoid the path that would have left her hated and despised, and yet, because I refuse to call it forth, this world may very well perish. Her face was filled with regret, though she wasn't hated or branded a criminal, maybe even because she felt ashamed. She sank into despair. The last hero may never be born. He couldn't understand her sadness, it was impossible, but he knew that he didn't want that for her, and that's why he said it. Then I'll become a hero myself. I'll become the last hero. Mom, He may regret it one day. There will definitely be times when the weight of it all bears down on him so hard that he will wish he could take it back. But even so, right here, right now. Foolish child. Let him bask in her warm smile and never forget the pride he feels. Just like a hero, he had brought a smile to the face of someone he cared about. He had given her hope for the future, a future that began that day. As he took his first steps towards his ideal, there was no yearning, no aspiration, only the vow he held in his heart. In that moment, the child had become a hero. You had best not take calling yourself a hero in my presence lightly, child. I won't accept you trying to take it back. Okay. Then I guess we'll start your training with Zod this evening. Tonight, you'll need to learn how to face death head on. Shall we start by throwing you into a monster's nest or into the river while tied to a rock? I've never trained anyone before, so I'm not sure where to start. I don't think that's how you train someone. How do you expect to know your own limits when you have never even seen the border between life and death? You'll need to push past your limits at least 200 more times before you can even think about calling yourself a hero. Which limits are you talking about? In any case, let's stay here together for a while longer. Yes. Bathed in the light of the setting sun, she took the boy's hand once again as they continued to walk down the path. They walked up a gentle slope to the top of the hill where his grandfather and a certain warrior were patiently awaiting their return. The boy who was finished crying, he had no more tears. He simply smiled, wanting to inspire hope as a hero, and continued down the quiet, peaceful path into the twilight. I had a dream. A twilight dream of a woman I had never met or known, and a belle canal who both was and was not me. I had a dream that was tranquil, joyful, beautiful, and yet also somehow sad. I will be here. The belle canal in my dream had made his decision. He was determined to bear any burden in order to become a hero. I want to be a hero. But for me, that was merely an aspiration. Will my aspiration change to determination someday? Will it become something else entirely? I don't know the answer, but I'll continue to walk my path. So did this never happen, or I'm confused? The details of the dream are already fading, but my motivation to live up to it doesn't. I'll be home soon. A twilight dream in a far-off lane. That was good. I'm confused though. I don't know if it actually happened. I don't think it did.